Jack Perkins started out really great for him. Obviously, sixth inning kind of unraveled there, but what do you think of his outing overall?
Yeah, I thought this was a step in the right direction. Obviously, he's a young starter, coming off an outing where he'd given up a 3-run homer in the first inning and pitched 4 good innings. So there's progress, and really that's what we have to look at right now with Jack. And I think tonight, him getting into the 6th inning, throwing the baseball really well, a lot of positives to that outing. You give him a chance against Contreras to get that out. And that's a big moment. It's a moment that he'll learn from, where you got to attack. He had handled Contreras really well, and he throws 4 straight balls. So that walk, along with the Suarez walk to Abreu, leads to an at bat with Rafaela that, I don't know too many times you see a major league hitter slam his bat into the ground in disgust, and a grand slam as the result of the at bat. So. It was a mistake pitch, something soft coming close. We've got to execute something to make him beat us to the big part in this ballpark. Obviously, the ball travels pretty well to left field, and that was the result. Like I said, I haven't seen very many big league guys slam their bat down on a fly ball to left and get rewarded for it.
What do you think of the offense? A couple of homers, but those are obviously the only 2 runs you guys score overall. Just what do you think offensively overall tonight?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, Toll's a tough starter. He's been tough, and I think our guys gave some good at-bats, some quality at-bats, especially, all the way through the game there in the last inning with Kurtz coming off the bench. His availability was to take 1 at-bat tonight. We got him the at-bat, and it was a great at-bat. Obviously, a battle with, a Hall of Fame closer. You saw the back end of their bullpen. It's tough to score runs against. I thought, outside of the 6th inning, we pitched really well.
Yeah, could you talk about that great defensive inning you had there with McNeil fielding that bunt, and then the throw by Haim to keep the game close at that moment?
Yeah, no question. That play, you don't see. I think there might be one other first baseman I've seen make that play. His name was Matt Olson. It's an aggressive mindset for a first baseman to break on a squared bunt and make a diving play. Virtually, it looked like on the third base side of the mound. So, Jonah nailing the base runner at third base, another great play. There's a lot. Like I said, there's just a lot of positives to tonight's game.
On the topic of Jonah Heim, with Langelier's injury, how important is he to this A's lineup offensively? And then, as we just mentioned, the defensive play he made, but with his home run tonight as well. Yeah, no,
Jonah's getting an opportunity here, like we talked about pregame, to get the bulk of the playing time behind the plate. Obviously with Shea down, it's nice to have him here. He's a veteran, like we talk about. He's got big hits. He's played in big games, and he's a leader of the pitching staff. So, for us, I think having him here, giving him this opportunity, is obviously good for him, and it's good for the club.
With Jack there in the 6th inning, obviously only at 69 pitches, was it the fact that it was 4-pitch walk that made you go get him, or was
there... I mean, how many times has Jack Perkins been in the 6th inning in a big game, right? And his year, right? The success of this year hasn't been very well or very good. So, we're looking at building positives here with him and getting him out of that game, giving our bullpen an opportunity to get an out. He walks off that mound, with a positive mindset and building off this outing. So you let him go through that moment. He gives up a 3-run homer, and we're not talking about this. We're talking about a different situation. Yep.